Oh, Soul. Okay, but
Yeah, let's do
Soul.
Sol real quick. Sol, once again, more of the same. We had this monthly supply, right? We had this push up candle, then we had this break in market structure. We traded, actually, I'm not even showing my screen. What am I doing? All right, we have ETH. I mean, we have Sol. Dude, I don't even know what's going on. I'm saying ETH, Sol. I don't know what coin it is. We have Sol on the monthly, and we had this monthly supply, right? We had this push up candle, and then we had the break in market structure. Then we traded way lower. We came up, we broke market structure on February 1st, and then we had a huge reaction candle. And so this monthly supply, this resistance, right? We can even see back on on December 1st of 23, we had this huge candle that pushed up, more resistance, and then finally we were able to break market structure. And then look at the reaction. And so now we're sort of moving sideways. Once again, you go to ETH, you can see moving sideways, pretty much the same charts, BTC, ETH, and Sol. And so now this is demand, and we're holding this, we're respecting this monthly demand order block. And so we go down to the weekly, we can see that we're sort of finding some support at around 140 bucks ish. We have monthly demand here. We have some weekly supply that's formed, right? Because we're not at all-time highs yet. So here's some weekly supply. You'd be looking to get short around here. You can even see this candle pushed up here, and we rejected, we reversed. Again, I would say that if we do close below about 138, that would be a break in market structure on the weekly, and then we would go lower. Ideally, a sweep into this low, this 115 low into monthly demand would be sort of the best case scenario for a long. Personally, for me, I'm not really going any low. Once again, I'm not going any lower than the weekly chart. I would kind of just wait. If we do close above, then we can go to lower time frames. I would go to lower time frames and see what's going on. But that's kind of what I have for Soul in regards to any long ideas. What about you, BTC? Bitcoin
Yeah.
Bear.
Hey, I don't mind being called Bitcoin, BTC,
BTC.
but BTC Bear. You're showing them my 12-hour screen.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
So, guys, I just want to show you here. I have my weekly support here, weekly resistance here. I have weekly demands. If we get a nice little wick in here, we ran these lows, wick in here, I'd buy easily, no problem. But if I see any weakness, I cut it. But until this is closed below broken, this will be the next. But let me go to the 12 hour for me. 12 hour, we had a bearish market structure break starting here. You see how we retested this, guys? This is a retest of a bearish order block. And when this big candle was here, people were like, oh my God, yes, we're going to get a bullish, completely nuked down. Had another bearish market structure break. So this becomes the bearish order block. However, we closed above it and then had a bullish, but then immediately rejected, creating another bearish market structure break. You see, and now this is our bearish order block.
Yep.
Obviously, there could be like a fair value gap here down here we could fill. Like you see how we just this could have been the fair value gap. We see with this little wick in here and closed. Um, until we get a bearish market structure break, this is pretty. I mean, it's going down, but however, we're in a weekly level. See how we had like closes here below here. We're at a weekly level, so a part of me thinks we maybe could get another sweep, like another sweep of these lows into demand, because this is demand for me, weekly demand. I mean, honestly, a beautiful trade would be if we get a literal sweep of this low at 110 into here. Easiest long I'll do. But for me to like, if you're just blindly longing a weekly level, this is terrible, bad at all. But for confirmation, it'd be like a bullish market structure break and then retest of a bullish order block and then continue. That's when I buy on a lower time frame. But yeah, for sold, that is all I have. Right now, everything's in a bearish market structure, except an alt that we will go over soon.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything that you said. Sol once again is looking very similar to ETH as well as BTC. They're kind of in, they're all on the same wavelength. They're kind of the big three. And so we'll see what BTC does. And I assume ETH and Sol are going to kind of follow suit. They're all towards like that lower half of the range. And that's when you ideally, because we're talking about high time frame structure, specifically weekly, monthly, that's where you're looking to get long. And so we're just going to have to wait and see what BTC decides to do. LD